Hi, this is Ghost with Corellian Run Radio, bringing you the strategy guide for the Writhing Horror encounter in hard mode, Terror from Beyond. This guide will be presented from a DPS point of view, but important details will be pointed out throughout the encounter. By no means is this the only way to approach this fight, but it is the method that works for our operation group. You may have to adjust your strategy according to your ops composition and find out what works best for you. The primary differences between story mode and hard mode is that the Writhing Horror boss has twice as many hit points as story mode. Cleansing the corrosive slime debuff also drops a yellow circle on the ground that needs to be stayed out of, and the pheromones, the red circles, can only be used once per person, so that a rotation has to be done for that debuff. Finally, there is a burn phase at 10% where you get a bunch of ads that need to be off-tanked while the DPS burn down the boss. The tank's role in this encounter remains largely unchanged. Pick up the boss after each burrow phase and turn him away from the group, and remember to taunt off of each other whenever the jealous male appears. Whichever tank has the jealous male, make sure you position yourself so that its knockback doesn't put you into any compromising positions. Here we are moving into position 2. Glancing back, you see the yellow circle in the background. That's a result of the corrosive slime being cleansed off. You want to keep those out of the center of the room as much as possible. You didn't see that stim that was being used. Yes, I forgot the stim. There's our first jealous male. This is actually my pheromone circle, but since it was so far away, another DPS picked it up. He communicated that to the operation group, and so we switched our DPS to the jealous male. We're waiting for the offspring to appear, and there they are. I'm going to burn them down, and then get back on the jealous male. You see the corrosive slime circle is right where the position 3 is. That's not the best position for it, but they do fade after a time, so that's not that big of a deal. If you look to the left, there is the red pheromone circle still present, and the mushroom clump that's next to it. The pheromone circles will always spawn on top of those, so just keep an eye out for them, and you'll have an idea of where to look for them when it's time. See some more cleanses being done in the background. You should burrow here in just a moment and go into the 4th position. There he goes. Pick up, turn him away from the operation group to avoid the AoEs. I panned my camera around quite a bit, so you see that being done. Should have our second jealous male coming up soon. There it is. This one is my pheromone circle. Run to it quickly, stand in it, and just DPS down the jealous male until those guys appear. This time we had quite a few more offspring that popped up. Those are dependent on how many stacks or incubation stacks are on the tank, so keep that in mind. There he is into position 5, but we have to burn down the jealous male. And then back onto the boss. You notice the green debuff around my character. That is the corrosive slime. My character does not have a cleanse, so I asked for one in the operation group, and then have it cleansed off away from the center of the battlefield. Once you have all the mechanics down, this fight is pretty easy. There's no surprises. There he is back into the 1st position where he starts. Take advantage of the AoE heals as much as possible. We'll have one more. There's another jealous male spawn. The offspring don't appear for quite a bit on this one, so we get see my camera panning around looking for them, but the offspring don't appear, so we DPS down the jealous male. There they are finally appearing, but they kind of sit back there, so we get quite a few this time around. The tank had quite a few number of stacks, so we burn them down. You see that the jealous male was pretty much dead before we had the offspring down, so. There's my get a debuff again. You see we getting ticked for 2,500 or so. Run out to the edge, ask for a cleanse, drop it down, and then get back into the fray. Here are the ads that need to be picked up by the OS tank. They just continuously keep coming, so this is a little bit chaotic here. There he goes, his final burn, burrow phase. And you want to just ignore those ads, have a tank pick them up, and handle them as best as possible. Because once the boss dies, they die as well. Be sure to visit us at CorellianRun.com to catch up on your latest Star Wars, The Old Republic news and information. And you can email us at CorellianRun@gmail.com. You can also visit my livestream channel at twitch.tv/ghost, GHOZTT, and subscribe, and you'll get notifications whenever I go live with a operation. Thanks for watching.